Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And, CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, it's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
He'll find...
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing Jones.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
There we go.
Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott Good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. Muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down at 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Second quarter now, Falcon football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Hunt on second down. Shoves him away. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. Zip a lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll run here with Robinson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Jones throw pulled in by Lamb. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It got his man, complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. For the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. They burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans draw a bit closer.
After review of the play, ruling on the fielding reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time he is in. James Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, it's 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Gets around him. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones on 1st down. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here pulled in by Golladay. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Jones has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Houston. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to...
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed